Good life, easy baby. We're back
Again.
with Fight Night.
Let's go.
Good Life Easy presents the Fight Night.
The day has finally arrived where we have to talk about this joke of a fight. Huh? This absolute joke.
First thing I want to tell you, Rahul, is stop being a hater.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm a fan. I'm not a hater, I'm a fan.
Firstly, I want to make it clear, you need to stop being a hater. And
Firstly, get your facts right.
And you have to understand that celebrity boxing
Is not boxing.
is here to stay.
Let me complete the statement for you. Celebrity boxing is not boxing.
Is here to stay.
Let it stay,
Okay.
bro.
Now, the biggest boxer is involved.
See, that's why I'll entertain you for this.
Yes.
fight. Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it.
So Logan Paul
Yeah.
versus Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, obviously the greatest boxer of
Correct.
all time, they say. You know, they compare
He's in
him
the
with-
GOAT conversation.
He's in the GOAT conversation. They compare him to the best. Okay?
Or is he the best?
I think he is the best.
Think about it.
Definitely.
50-0 undefeated. Nobody's done it.
And a phenomenal boxer. And for the best.
And what an entertainer.
Entertainer.
What an entertainer.
Like the movies.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Exactly
Is he
like
like
the
a
movies.
textbook boxing superstar?
Yes.
You know, like textbook. Like he
Yes.
does it better than Apollo Creed.
Yes.
You know? He's that guy.
Yes.
He knows
Bro,
how to sell.
remember in the Rocky movie where Rocky was fighting the young black gentleman?
Yes, sir.
And he has the big house, the Lambos, the parties. So growing up, I thought that's the way.
But it is the
And
way.
when I started watching
Yeah.
boxing, it
Yeah,
was Floyd
yeah,
doing that.
yeah. It's
you know,
exactly
so I've grown
that.
up to that.
Yeah, correct.
You know?
Because boxing, you earn so much money. You earn ridiculous amounts.
The top 1%.
Yeah, the top 1%. But we only get to see the top 1%.
And he's earning that much money because he knows how to market himself. He knows how to promote himself. His fights are extremely boring, extremely defensive. His fights are only for the boxing enthusiast.
True.
To view and enjoy.
True.
If you know what he's doing, then you will respect the technique.
True.
For newcomers, for first timers, I remember when I used to watch his fights, I was bored. I did not understand what's
Absolutely.
happening. The only thing that got me hooked was the show 24/7.
That was the best
You
one.
know,
I
and the
remember the
Showtime show.
first. I got into boxing because of 24/7.
Yeah, same.
You know,
Absolutely.
it was that, and the
Yeah.
first 24/7 I saw was when he made his return against Victor Ortiz.
Yeah.
You know, the infamous headbutt, and then the touch and the right hand knockdown.
Yeah.
So you know, I started off my era with Floyd Mayweather with the knockdown. You know?
So Floyd is literally one of the greatest boxers of all time.
True.
And now, because he knows how to promote himself so well, he's managed to sell a fight versus a YouTuber who's Logan Paul. Obviously, Logan Paul also genetically gifted. He is an athlete.
Bro,
You can't deny
genetically
that.
gifted, bro, which we'll get into later.
Yeah.
What's the worst case scenario of this fight is because he's genetically built in a different way.
Exactly.
That there could be a worst case scenario in this fight.
They say now when you put on the gloves, you never know what's going to happen in the ring.
Yes.
So yeah, so Logan Paul, he's an athlete. He's a YouTuber.
Ex-wrestler also. I think he wrestled in school.
He wrestled in college. But not only that, he has a huge number of followers.
Correct.
And he has the ability to promote himself. And that's why this fight has happened, right? Let's hope Floyd doesn't underestimate him. But I don't think it's going to be any problem. I'm
For
not
who?
a Paul hater.
You think there's no problem for Logan?
No, for Floyd.
For Floyd?
For
No
Floyd.
ways, man.
But the only thing is
This-
that...
how is he? Okay, how? Like...
okay, first let me just tell you the rules of the fight.
Go for it.
8 rounds, 3 minutes a round.
Yep.
No judges.
Correct. So no scorecard.
But knockdown and knockout is allowed.
Yes, and depending on the referee when he wants to stop it. It's a very similar setup like Roy Jones and Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It's almost the same.
So and no winner to be announced.
Yes.
So at the end of the fight,
So whoever gets the bigger check is the winner.
as in
As in...
both are getting fucking big checks, bro.
Yes.
You know.
So now let's get into the... What are you expecting out of this fight? How do you see this fight playing down, brother?
Firstly, I feel that the promotion and the fact that this is happening and the concept of celebrity boxing, I think that's a bigger discussion than what's going to happen in the fight. I think the fight is not going to be half as entertaining as the lead up.
True.
What do you think?
True.
Right?
Lead up as in like I was pretty disappointed to be honest with you.
No, but
in the
the whole
showtime...
bro. Okay,
In the
but
in
just
the-
think about it. Logan Paul is fighting Floyd Mayweather.
See, you know, now I'll tell you something, bro. I'll tell you something why, okay? If honestly, if I didn't know the art of boxing, and I didn't know the art of combat sports, which now we both do know a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, or we do know now quite a bit.
Yeah,
you know, I would
yeah.
say we know quite a bit. Now, when you actually think about it, it's basically you know the end result of the fight.
Yeah.
You know it. There's no way Logan Paul is going to beat Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
saw all the videos of Logan Paul hitting the bag,
Yeah.
boxing, bro. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, nothing like, oh, shit.
See, he's been doing it for 3 years, and
Correct.
obviously, as I said, he's an athlete. He's genetically gifted. He's
Yeah,
been an
yeah,
athlete
yeah.
in his college
Correct.
times also. So he can obviously adapt, and he must be a good boxer also. But
True.
as in Floyd Mayweather is the
But then
greatest
you
of all
watch
time.
Floyd Mayweather. then you watch the artist do what he does best. And then you think about it. What is this fight going to be, you know?
Yeah.
It's just going to be like fucking this guy just wearing this guy down.
Yeah.
6 rounds, 7 rounds. Even if it goes till the 8th, I think it's a knockout, brother.
Yeah. But just think about it in another scenario, okay? Like the opposite side. Like, for example, there is a devil's advocate in all these situations,
Yes.
right? So, you know, as we discussed that when you wear the gloves, you never know what's going to happen in the ring, you know, hands fly. You just need one punch, you know, all these talks. But it's like saying that Floyd has never fought a guy Logan's size, Logan's weight, Logan's reach.
Exactly.
We know he has. He has fought
Exactly.
bigger guys.
Exactly.
He's sparred with bigger guys, you know? Like, that's obvious. He's not in the ring under the lights,
I
but I'm
think
saying
he's-
obviously he's
yeah,
sparred with bigger guys.
Of course. How do you test yourself?
Of course, and it's Floyd. He has
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
sparred with
Yeah,
guys
in the
with that
doghouse.
reach, that height, that weight, 100%. Yeah.
And to be honest with you, you know, like Floyd Mayweather has never been out of shape. You
Never.
know, if he has one drug, like Mike Tyson says,
Yeah,
the only
the gym.
drug that Floyd Mayweather has is the gym.
Correct.
What is his vice? The gym. You know?
And the
what does
money.
he do? The gym.
Yeah.
He's always in the gym.
Yeah.
You know, you'll never see him out of shape.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's even preparing for this fight, to be honest.
What he said that for Connor's fight, he only did push-ups.
Come on, bro.
That's a
For
joke.
this one, he's only stretching.
Yeah. But you know, there was a thing when he was in jail.
Huh.
I saw one of his interviews where he said that he started doing a lot of push-ups to
Correct.
stay in shape
Yeah,
and to
yeah,
keep his
yeah,
cardio
yeah.
up. So he started with 300, 500.
Yep.
And then he went up to 1300 push-ups a day. He kept his body warm throughout the day. 1300 push-ups
Wow.
every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's beast.
Yeah.
You know? And a guy who doesn't drink, who doesn't smoke,
Yeah.
who doesn't fuck around.
doesn't fuck around.
You know, I think you'll never see him smoke, drink, but he spends so much money in clubs and shit. That's the lifestyle.
That's the lifestyle. He owns
Yeah.
a strip club.
Gentleman's club,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So
No, girl collection.
Girl collection. Sorry.
Yeah.
So the worst case scenario is that Logan catches him.
Logan will get 1-2 shots. That's
1-2 shots he'll get.
Yeah.
But I think it's just there's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. As a fighter, you are, as a viewer of the fight, you want me to enjoy this fight, right?
I don't think it's going to be that exciting.
Right.
But what is going to be exciting
What
is the
is
lead up.
exciting you the most?
That they're going to come into the ring together. I'm just happy these kind of things can happen.
100%.
I just enjoy it.
Fair enough,
You know,
fair enough.
I'm not one of those that
Fair
a younger boxer is not getting the opportunity. Floyd is fucking retired. He said it in an interview also. Why would I go out? I can make 30 million to get into the ring with any fighter.
Correct.
Why would I go out against a young upcoming guy who's in his prime?
True.
You know, and make 30 million when I can fight a Logan Paul who's a bloody YouTuber, an exhibition fight, and make over a hundo.
He's calling it a legalized bank robbery, right?
It's illegal, but it is.
You know, it's legal, and he's just going to go rob the bank that night. It's just that simple, and then he's going to call out the other brother.
Yeah.
You know,
Exciting times.
and then he's going to make another 100 million.
Easy.
You know,
Easy.
that's it.
Yeah. And the worst case scenario for Logan Paul, as in he is going to lose, but with Floyd's weight.
But is he actually going to lose?
No, as in
Outside the ring, he's won.
it's going to be very difficult for Floyd to knock out Logan Paul.
No, he's lost. In the ring, he's lost, but he's
Yeah.
gaining so much outside the
yeah.
ring
But
to fight with Floyd Mayweather.
it just got him that legitimacy.
Yo,
You know?
he's fought Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, like
You know?
everybody respects him that he
yeah.
got the fight.
Correct.
How did
Correct.
you fucking manage to
Correct.
get that fight?
Correct. Because a lot of people want to fight Floyd Mayweather.
Unlimited
Still, you know, still.
amount of people,
Even
yeah.
Canelo wants to fight Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
right?
GSP, everybody.
Everybody wants that. Fucking,
Everybody, bruh.
Everybody wants to go towards the cash cow.
Yeah.
You know.
So, and Logan got it. So,
Yeah.
I don't think Logan is going to get knocked out because of his body weight.
Okay.
As in, it's possible because Floyd is precise, but I don't think so because Logan is much bigger, around 40 pounds bigger. You know?
Fair enough. But you know the scene. What I believe is that, to be honest with you, 8 rounds, 3 minutes. for someone like
And sorry, at 12-ounce gloves, not 10-ounce gloves. One more thing.
12-ounce gloves. So what I feel is that eventually Floyd Mayweather will wear him down. Like it's a similar situation to Conor. You know, like he'll take him to the deep end and then knock him down.
Yeah, and for Conor's fight, you know what Floyd said, that I didn't want to end it early.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to give the crowd what they paid for.
Yeah, 100%. And
As in, he knows how to say the right thing at the right time.
And he's going to do the same thing for this fight also. And what I believe is that we're going to see a lot more Floyd Mayweather now.
Yeah.
You know, because
Good.
he can just go out and take out these bums, you know, and just earn money.
Yeah.
So.
And unfortunate for Logan Paul because his brother has been on a winning streak.
Yeah.
And Logan out here is fighting an exhibition fight.
Correct.
Like at least Jake Paul's fights were not exhibition fights. There was
Professional
a winner.
bouts, sanctioned, yeah.
Professional sanctioned bouts. So there is more respect to that.
Absolutely.
Right? It's a fucking record.
Correct.
It's a fucking,
correct.
You know, one on your record if you lose.
Yeah, that's true.
So Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, what's your prediction?
Don't even ask me, bro. Don't insult yourself.
As in just
Huh?
fun prediction.
Should I just say, come on, bro. It's an insult. It's an insult to my favorite athlete, yeah?
No, as in, what do you predict? What round? Knockdown?
What
knockout?
round? I think second round knockout.
Second round knockout?
Yeah. Second round. 100%. It's just easy money, bro. And I'm not going to... You have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. for the fight, right?
Bro, is it Monday?
5:30 a.m.
Is it on... Because it's a Sunday fight. So for us, it's going to be Monday, na?
No ways, brother.
It's a Sunday fight.
It'll be Sunday only.
Super Bowl Sunday.
It'll be Sunday. I think
but for us, it'll be Monday.
Balls. And what the fuck, bro? Monday morning?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we watch all the fights which are Saturday night. This is the first Sunday night. I think Floyd's first Sunday fight.
Huh?
Yeah, and first fight in the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Miami.
Sold out.
All right. Yeah, so second round knockout. Straight uppercut.
The analytic side of my mind says that it's going to go to the 8th round. But I feel 6th round
Knockout.
Stoppage.
Stoppage.
Yeah.
Stoppage or what? Like throwing in the towel?
No. He won't throw in the towel.
Fair enough.
See, Logan Paul is too big. He doesn't need to worry about getting too hurt, bro.
It's Floyd Mayweather's precision, you know.
True that.
If it connects, it connects, yo.
Connects.
You know, and if he could knock out like Conor McGregor, stop the fight, of course. He was almost knocked out.
But Conor McGregor, same weight.
That's fine, bro. But more tested than Logan.
Serious boxer, bro.
So that chin.
Yeah.
It's about how tested is that chin.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Logan has a tested chin.
He doesn't have a
Not
tested
at all.
chin. Yeah.
So when you feel a punch from Floyd Mayweather, the precision, one shot on the temple, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm
That's
excited to see Floyd's jab.
Jab, bro. Pop.
Because with Logan's reach, how is he going to jab Logan? I'm just excited to see how he, does his wizardry
For sure.
in the ring.
For sure.
And moving on to other celebrity fights, there's another legend who's come to light. His name is Hasbullah Magomedov.
The new king, the new sheriff.
And he's fighting Abdur Rajic.
I think
from
that's
Tajikistan.
Tajikistan, and this guy is from Russia.
He's from Dagestan. Yeah. So these two legends.
These two guys have just taken over the internet and I love it.
Woo!
They deserve every bit of the fame.
Bro, more power to them.
The fucking standoff, the press conference, one of the best I've seen. I've not seen a better one.
Unbelievable.
Not seen a better one.
So remember the video I showed you, which explained how these guys, what they're actually doing. So the first video of him punching in his promoter for the camera, for the phone.
Not punching, bro. It was a precise hook. There was a left hook,
And that went viral, And then I found this video on YouTube, which was unbelievable because he translated and explained the whole situation.
Who the guy is.
Hasbullah is actually 18.
Yes.
Abdur Rajic is 17.
Correct.
And he has a problem where he stays small.
True.
And he was looking out for a fighter. So he called out a person. Whoever's 18 kilos. Come, I'm ready to fight.
Wow.
And obviously this can happen only in Mother Russia.
All right.
Because Russia has a thing called Pop MMA.
Pop MMA, let's get it. This is that shit, right? Where a girl fights a fucking 500-pound man.
Yeah. So a MMA fighter who's a female fought 250 kilo.
Yeah, 250 fucking kilos.
Some video game blogger, something,
Bro, what are we doing in India, bro?
Bro,
Why don't you call out a few people?
Sandesh!
Call out a few people. I'm saying this is our time. This is our era.
Notorious Marathi.
Celebrity boxing has to come into light. If nobody wants to fight, me and Devang are ready. Pay-per-view, YouTube live.
YouTube live. Yeah. Send the cash. But I think it's going to come to India eventually. These things just take time. More people start training. More people start getting in that fighting shape. And they get the confidence.
I'm saying every fight night we should call one person
out. And then
For sure. Wait for the reply. Then see, and then diss them more.
In the DM.
Hey, you're not replying to me. You're scared.
In the DMs. And these two guys are legends. They had a great press conference with fucking views that beat
I think
Conor
10 million,
and Khabib pay-per-view
10
views.
million in a week compared to 6 million for Conor and Khabib
3
till
years.
this day.
Yeah. That video was on for 3 years and 6 million. And 1 week, 10 million. Kya baat hai? So I don't know when the fight is going to be announced. I don't know if it's an MMA or a boxing fight. But exciting times.
Yeah,
exciting times for combat sports.
So now if you think about it also now, whichever sport, the most talked about sport right now, I would say from 2020 to 2021 has been combat sports only.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is just talking about combat sports. May it be Conor McGregor's return, may it be Francis Ngannou or Canelo taking out the fucking boxing division, or celebrity boxing, or Logan Paul coming in, Jake Paul coming in. Now these two fucking 18 kilo guys are fighting.
Wow.
It's
a good time.
I would say the only sport benefiting right now and making noise, bro, is combat sports.
Definitely.
Because we discussed, right, how much shit football is going through.
Yeah.
How much controversy.
Yeah.
Out here, these guys, bro, these promoters know how to take it to another level.
So this weekend is the Logan Paul and Floyd fight.
Correct.
Next weekend is the social gloves bout of TikTokers versus YouTubers.
Oh, that's like straight up poison, bro.
Yeah, so Austin McBroom headlining with Bryce.
Straight up. See, bro, now that is dangerous. I'll tell you why. Because when you showed me the Fusi Tube fight, this guy would have got some permanent brain damage.
Bro,
I'm not even a hater for this, bro. I'm saying for your safety.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. But I think they're doing it with 12-ounce gloves and 2-minute rounds.
But still, bro.
Because the sanction body did not allow it.
Fair enough.
Florida.
I understand, bro. But after seeing the Fusi Tube fight, bro, I was a bit scarred. I was like, God damn. You're just eating punches.
तो क्या बोला था रिस्क है तो इश्क है
हाँ वो तो है पर इतना भी रिस्क मत ले ब्रो कि इश्क भी गायब.
You know how much money they're getting?
How much?
4 million and he has a winning bonus of 1 million. That's what they're saying.
That this is the TikTok bout.
This is a purse for Bryce Hall.
That's Addison Rae's boyfriend, right?
Ex.
That ex, okay.
Yeah. That's the purse.
Like, risk hai to ishq hai, ishq bounced. He went for the risk. You
so
got that
$4 million.
Shit, bro.
And plus 1 million for knockout bonus.
How are they generating so much money, bro?
That's what everyone is saying. That like even Logan Paul, I heard him say in his podcast that dude, I don't think they're going to get all of these numbers they're expecting. I hope they do because I'm all in for this.
Correct.
But what amounts and numbers they're saying that they're going to get paid, I don't see how. I don't see how.
So Habib's manager Ali Abdulaziz called them out, no, in the last hot boxing.
This is not a Triller event, but
but he said Triller DAZN, that is, I think. DAZN.
The Zone.
Yeah.
Is that a DAZN event?
I think so. I'm not. These two are they are heavily affiliated with celebrity boxing, right? They're known to inflate their numbers, bro.
Yeah.
Because what they say is that how can you get your pay-per-view numbers the next day? It does it. You can't. There's no logic. Pay-per-view numbers to calculate takes a month.
It takes a while.
At least 2 weeks to 4 weeks.
Yeah. But
and what is happening is why they are going into disadvantages, right? Say for example, even if you inflate your pay-per-view numbers and you put it out in the press,
correct?
Bro, a fucking fighter's gonna ask you for money, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a marketing expense.
Bro, what marketing expense? Now think about it. Jake Paul said that my pay-per-view numbers were 1.5 million, one of the top ever, this and that. Bro, he's put it in people's mind. People already believe it. He knows that his next fight he's going to get double the money.
But that's why I'm saying sometimes this is not good for the sport.
No, definitely.
Because the pay-per-view numbers are being inflated.
Okay, one thing...
That means that it's very... Yeah. What about the boxers who are working so hard?
That's what. So, see... There are cons to this celebrity
always
fight.
In life, there's always a con.
So what is the first con? First con is that there is no talent.
Correct.
Right? It's entertainment, mostly, very less talent. So these guys have trained for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Whereas the real boxers have given their life, the real MMA, athletes have given their life 10, 15, 20 years to a sport, learning BJJ and all from the age of 14, 12, whatnot. So obviously, but the reality is that it doesn't matter how good you are. It matters on how many seats you can put.
100%.
How many assets you can put in the seats.
100%.
How many pay-per-views you can generate. How much you can promote yourself.
What I hope that boxing definitely does come back and make a return in such a way that you get to see such cocky fighters. Who has been there after Floyd Mayweather?
Nobody.
There's nobody, bro.
Nobody.
You know?
Nobody.
And Floyd Mayweather knows it, that after me, the whole sport died.
Also, Rahul, just think about it when Floyd was fighting, you know. I think that was the only fight we used to ever watch. We didn't care for any other fight. I think Floyd and Manny was the only fights I used to watch. So, you know it before the fight that it's going to be a boring fight. You know that the 24/7 and those shows leading to the fight are more entertaining.
Exactly.
But still, he would get you to wake up and watch the fight, even though you don't understand what's happening. You don't know if he's defending, he's getting the shots. You don't know who's winning, who's losing.
But you know, there's always something different. You always get a different feeling when you watch an undefeated fighter. Because in the back of your mind, you're like, shit, is tonight the night? Is tonight the night Floyd Mayweather loses?
True that.
And that's going to be the same thought in my mind when I'm going to watch this.
Of course.
Because it's bound to happen.
Of course. And that's why that's their marketing.
Yeah.
That's how they're selling the fight. Undefeated. And Logan Paul keeps saying that he's going to be 50-1.
Correct.
You know?
And he keeps saying, imagine a YouTuber knocks out the greatest boxer that ever lived.
No, I give him props to somehow figure it out and get this fight.
I give props to his manager.
Yeah.
You know, I give props to his fucking management team.
Yeah.
How the fuck have they pulled this off?
Definitely.
Like,
and Showtime, it's a Showtime fucking event. It's not some fucking thriller.
Showtime, Showtime does it right.
Also, there's not going to be fucking 20 fuck all performances before the fight of Justin Bieber and whatnot.
So Ocho Cinco is also fighting, right?
Yeah.
That famous NFL player.
Yeah. Who's he fighting? I don't know.
No idea. Yeah. Must be some celebrity or something.
Lord knows.
You know?
So after Hasbullah and Abdul Rajic, another fight got announced, which is Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. Jake Paul has come off from a incredible victory versus Ben Askren. First round, lethal.
First round, first punch, bro.
Knockout. Lethal,
bro.
And again, when it comes to promotions, right? Why do I think that Jake Paul is so smart? He has made this whole thing of MMA versus boxing
now,
which was not there before.
That's smart.
That's so smart. Now dude, if you just see any of those Instagram feeds where these MMA guys, the press junket that they go through, they all talk about, dude, this is real fighting. Remove 10 people from boxing, remove 10 people from MMA, get them on the streets.
Correct.
And I'm like, dude, you're missing the point. How many people are you getting to watch your fights?
See, it's not about which combat sport is better, bigger. It's what's more entertaining and what sells.
Exactly.
More. You know, what sells more.
How can you do a boxing versus MMA?
You can't.
There's no sense.
You can't.
And why are you talking like kids? Like, what is better?
Yes,
you know, like
enjoy.
Karate or judo.
Enjoy.
Yeah, everything.
Shut the fuck up, sit down and enjoy. Have a good time.
Yeah.
You know? But bro, I'll tell you something, bro. Respect to Jake Paul.
Bro,
for this one, respect.
Bro, and the storyline of this Tyron Woodley going to the locker room, them sharing those words, exchanging
bro, and him
getting
cut from the UFC.
Getting cut from the UFC. You know? 4 losses. Round 1 in
and
2,
what a
years.
fucking beast, bro.
Yeah, what a beast. So now nobody can say that Jake Paul is fighting a bum.
100%.
Because see, Ben Askren, though, it was obvious. If you see any of his training sparring videos of striking, it was just too bad.
Correct.
Tyron Woodley has got great striking, knockout power.
Next level.
Knocked people out.
Next level.
One of the best overhand rights.
And you can say this, that Tyron's striking, boxing is way more advanced than Jake Paul because he's been doing it.
He's been doing it since.
And he's a great striker. He's a great striker.
He's a very good striker.
He's a great striker.
He's a very good martial artist.
Yes.
Just going through the worst period of his life.
He's like a gorilla, bro. Looks only like a gorilla.
He's a gorilla. I don't know. He doesn't smile. He's
a gorilla. You see him in the cage also, he'll run at you.
He looks only angry.
Yeah. So it's going to be a tough bout for Jake Paul.
This is going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
This is going to be a challenge.
If Jake Paul pulls this off, respect. Respect.
Then he's going to get corner for sure.
You know?
For
I'll wear a Jake Paul t-shirt, bro.
Bro, if he pulls this off, he might get a Floyd also.
Of course.
Oh, and another thing, as I said before, that this is not an exhibition fight. You know, legit
this is an
fight.
One. True.
Yeah. Judges are there.
True.
At the end, you're going to.
So this Jake Paul, I think, you know what Jake Paul is trying to do. This guy is getting deep into boxing.
He's getting deep into.
Not like his brother. I think his brother is still taking it like a little joke.
Yeah.
This guy seems a bit serious.
Ironic that you said that because he said it in an interview that at the end I'm going in to have fun. I'm not going in like my life depends on it.
Yeah.
Like when Jake Paul fought Ben Askren, he went in like his life depended on it. Like he this is the best. This is going to be the biggest day of my life. People are going to hate me fight. My career is going to be over if I lose this fight and whatnot.
True. So what I believe is that there's no way you can hate on the Paul brothers.
No.
There's no way because what they've accomplished and where they're going and how they've taken over the fucking combat sport game by not being into combat sports 3 years back. It's incredible.
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 Just think about it. Jake Paul has invented this whole community war of boxing versus MMA. Unbelievable. Kya baat hai?
And it was always there. Now it's just like people
are calling Jake Paul out. Firstly, 6 months ago, you call him a bum, a kid, a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Now you're calling him out. Tyron Woodley says that easiest payday, biggest payday of my life and easiest fight. Bruh, if he's just a bum, don't fight him. Fight real guys.
But I mean, if this guy pulls off Tyron Woodley, respect, bro. I'm a fan then.
See, that is going to be a good fight.
Yes, that's a good fight.
Because they will fight.
That's a good fight. Yeah. And that's a fight you can't call.
You can't call.
Yeah. Even if you ask me for the predictions, I'm just going to give you some.
Yeah.
Or even.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be too close.
It's going to be too close. Jake Paul is just boxing. He's sparring with legit guys, with Olympians and
age matters, bro, in this.
Age matters, speed matters, and also Jake Paul and these Paul brothers are all this genetically gifted guys, bro.
Big guys,
big guys, bro.
Big guys.
You can see that they can excel in all these sports if they put their mind and soul into it.
Like they are right now. At least one brother is.
Yeah.
We'll see the second brother now.
So Logan Paul is just suffering with losses.
Yeah.
And now this exhibition fight, so obviously it's not going to hamper his record.
True.
And Jake
just
Paul
a quick overview of what's going to happen the next week then. Next week, right? Is he's next week? 10 days, no?
Yeah, 10 days. Yeah.
that is something, bro.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
So it's going to be it's fights on fights, bro.
Yeah, that needs a different fight night.
Even this weekend is a heavyweight bout, no? In the UFC, that Jairzinho
versus
some guy, bro. He's good. He's knocked out a few people.
Yeah.
Fight night.
All right. So we'll be back, I think Monday because the fight is on Sunday.
So round 2, we'll get it.
Final round.
The good life easy, baby.
We're back.
Finish that for me.
We're back
again, and this time we're back with Money May versus the Maverick.
Yes, sir. Final round, baby. Let's go.
What were your thoughts on the fight, bro?
I'll give you my analysis.
Go for it.
Okay. First, I'll talk about Floyd. Okay. So, what I wanted to see is that how will he go through Logan's jab, because I knew that Logan had a good jab. I saw his previous fights, and the only thing that worked for him in the previous fights was his jab. And the only thing that worked in this fight also was his jab.
Correct.
So I wanted to see how Floyd gets around that, because you don't want to be too risky in the early rounds, So Floyd had a little trouble. But when Floyd Mayweather is fighting someone like Logan Paul, the caliber of athleticism and the boxing talent, there's such a big difference.
Correct.
That you can see the way Floyd is changing his game plan.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So normally when Floyd fights a professional boxer, it's so difficult to understand what's exactly happening, right? Sometimes you don't understand the change in the game plan, right? But in this, I could see round by round how Floyd is totally changing his game plan.
Correct.
So in the first round, okay, he was just around the ring, okay, totally out of range, around the ring, wanted to see what Logan is throwing at him. Second round, he came in range, okay, but just in range, again totally on the back foot, classic Floyd defense, Then on the third round, okay, he understood Logan's timing. He understood that Logan knows how to feint and all of that. He came in high guard in a shell,
Logan went crazy.
And trying to defeat his jab and just stay inside.
Correct.
Fight inside,
Basically tire Logan.
Tire Logan was in the first 2 rounds, but in the third round, he went on an attack. He went on an attack, and you have to understand that Logan came in at 200 pounds. Floyd was fighting at 155.
There was a huge size and power difference.
Didn't you feel like Logan was looking twice the size of Floyd? right?
But I looked at it as a disadvantage to Logan.
And
Logan should have cut some more weight.
He definitely got tired after the 4th round. He was looking for a lucky punch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so beautiful to see what Floyd was doing. It was like he was treating it as a sparring match. The way he came in full guard, trying to play the inside game, that's not normally Floyd's game.
Correct.
He likes to stay a little on the outside.
No,
and use the Philly shell.
Floyd takes only 3-4 rounds to adjust in the ring against a professional fighter.
Yeah, but even in most of his fights, you'll see now he's always in a Philly shell.
Always.
Even he'll just come a little closer.
Yeah.
Right?
He'll read you.
Yeah, he'll come in the
for the
sweet spot.
counters.
Exactly.
He's a counter fighter.
Yeah. So basically, Logan was just trying to get a reaction out of Floyd and counter that. Floyd was not giving him one chance to counter. In the first 4 rounds, not one chance to counter Floyd gave him. Floyd's head movement, reactions, top. Okay? Floyd is not a power puncher. I didn't expect that out of him. Okay? What good Logan did was he used his jab a lot and he used it well. He understood that in a inside fighting game, he has to clinch. Otherwise, Floyd will go to the body. And Floyd started going to the body in the 4th, 5th, 6th round. The 4th, 5th, 6th round was beautiful boxing by Floyd.
I mean...
beautiful.
It was like he just took a year off. It
was amazing.
I felt like Floyd didn't retire.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
It was amazing.
I think he threw his most punches in this fight ever. I think his percentage of shots that he threw...
40-50%.
40-50%. I think that's the most in his entire career.
And I think around 35% for power punches, which is good. And Logan was in the 10 to 15.
10.
Yeah. What Logan should have done is use his 2 more. He was just jabbing. His jabbing is good. He was feinting very well. He was jabbing very well. In the first round, he got that flurry of punches which did not work.
Not even one connected.
Not in one connected. Only the first one connected. But he definitely got tired after the 4th round. He definitely got tired.
No, you saw him. You saw him in the corner. But his hands were up. His hands were against the rope.
But talking about Logan Paul also, I realized that, bro, this guy is a wild child. Because against a person like Floyd Mayweather, who's the greatest of all time, his style is only like this. But the fact that he has so much confidence on his own style, his style is hands down throughout the fight.
No, but that's his. Remember, his coach
from
said
his get-go.
His coach already said that in one of these interviews that my style is only like that.
Yeah, but to have that confidence to keep
against
it
Floyd,
against Floyd, like Paul Acosta style, we always talk about just going in and on a rampage. But he did not do that with Izzy.
Correct.
He tried to fight Izzy,
which was wrong because he should have done that with Izzy.
Exactly.
Because he saw that we saw what happened to Izzy versus Blachowicz.
Exactly. Exactly. And the way I thought that Logan Paul had some crazy confidence to fight like that. Absolutely confident with his hands down throughout the fight. One thing which was intense was the commentary, bro. It was so one-sided. They were insulting Logan Paul. Logan Paul came in the 4th round. He was looking a bit tired. You know what they said? They said that it looks like he's done 3 TikTok dances.
Oh, wow. Wow. How did I miss that shit? Wow. Are you serious?
Dude, I started laughing. I was like, dude, at least don't insult the kid, yeah.
Bro, but
at least don't insult the kid.
See, the commentators are hardcore boxing fans. They don't like this shit. They're just getting paid to do it.
No.
They'd rather be doing a professional bout.
What you're saying is spot on. They fucking hate this.
They hate this shit, bro.
They couldn't stand it. I could see from the commentary, not one thing about Logan Paul, not one thing about his jab, not one thing about his movement. You have to understand that when you're fighting a person like Floyd, even to get him in a clinch and all is not some khane ka game, bro. Okay? Logan Paul showed that he knows the basics of boxing. He knows
more than basics. I think that if you can last 8 rounds...
Beautiful.
With Floyd Mayweather, according to me, bro,
respect.
If you put Logan Paul and Conor McGregor in a ring...
Yeah.
I have my doubts now. You know what I'm saying?
Another comparison, right? So everyone was talking about the Conor McGregor fight with Floyd. Okay, what happened? Conor McGregor got knocked out. But you have to understand that, see, Conor McGregor is a warrior. He's a different fight. Conor McGregor, he came to fight. He came to fight from the first round. He was throwing hands. He wasn't there for clinching. He was fighting at 145 or 155. Same weight as Floyd, right? When there is a difference of around 40 to 50 pounds, it's not easy to knock the person out, right? It's not easy. That's why there's weight classes.
Yeah.
But Conor was not keeping distance or not clinching or not playing that dirty boxing game. He came to box, he came to fight, and he went down like a warrior.
Yeah.
Whereas Logan Paul, you could see that in the 4th, 5th, 6th round, he was not fainting. He was absolutely tired.
He was just trying to survive.
He was just trying to survive. Then his coach also said that just survive it, you won.
But
fair enough. I think respect.
But Jake Paul thought Logan won.
No,
I thought that you also thought the same.
He has to say that,
Yeah?
bro. Now he has to say that.
So were you proud of your Paul brothers?
I
You
was.
wanker? Huh?
The fact that he survived 8 rounds with Floyd, definitely, I was like, kudos to you, bro. Kudos to you. But I think he should have used a little more combinations. He should have used his right more. He did not use his right at all. Definitely has a beautiful jab. Definitely.
But you know, with every Floyd fight, there's one thing that people will always talk about. It's the clinching and the hugging.
Yeah.
You know, everyone was just talking about that. But then, you know, what I feel is that, see, we've seen Floyd Mayweather since some time now. At least we've seen him fight like 5-6 times, 6 to 7 times in his prime.
Yeah.
Canelo, Victor Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, fucking Manny Pacquiao, then all the bum fights also. See, that's his way of fighting. That's his style.
No, he's a boxer's boxer. That means he's technical, right? He knows when to counter punch. He knows when to attack.
Correct.
And for me, from the 3rd round onwards, it was beautiful to see how he changed his entire game plan. I could see it happening from the 1st round. It was different. 2nd round, it was different. 3rd round, it was totally different. 4th round, though, he came on an attack. And he was getting those good shots.
He wanted to knock him out, but he couldn't. There was just
he couldn't.
big weight difference.
Big weight difference.
Big weight difference.
And
but Logan has some chin, huh?
But Rahul, I'm still telling you, it's like, for example, you ask your sister with her entire might, okay, to give you a punch on your chin. You'll get hurt, but you'll not fall down.
True.
You understand? Sanjana, do it. So it's like that, bro. It's a weight difference. You know? So you have power, but you have power for a certain weight class, right? So it's very rare that it transcends. Like Canelo has real power, but Floyd was never known for his power.
Correct.
Also, Floyd's coach
Floyd was known for his defense. Yeah,
defense, exactly. Defense, movement.
Come on.
And his head movement and all was crisp.
Incredible.
His coach, going in the 3rd round, told Floyd that use your jab more, move around, and jab him on the forehead. And you know what Floyd said? Floyd said it's very difficult.
Because he's so tall.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not getting to get the jab in. Okay. One more thing, did you notice? So, for example, you'll see when a person feints now, like Izzy and like Logan was doing a lot of feints, and Floyd was catching those feints, you know, because he doesn't know how is he going to come, what level of boxer is he. So what happens is you feint once, you feint twice, or you feint 3 times, right? And then you go.
Correct.
Attack. But if you see Floyd, bro, he does 1.5 feint hit. He does 2.5.
Yeah, correct. So halfway through a feint, he's already connected one, you know.
And to get that timing, oh
Incredible.
my God.
Incredible.
Oh my God. And also, did you see when Floyd was trying to counter, he went with all his might on the hooks. And obviously Logan also, you know.
But Logan ate
and
some.
the hand went all the...
But Logan ate one very hard shot.
Bro, he ate quite a few.
That one shot where it's making the rounds on the internet. His face is fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, Logan's?
Yeah. And he clinched. But having that boxing IQ to when you get hit to clinch, you know, all of that shows that you know your basics, right? And like you stood against Floyd Mayweather for 8 rounds.
Correct.
You know, props.
But now I want to see this Dylan Dennis. I was talking a lot of shit.
Dylan Dennis, it doesn't back it up, na, bro.
You know, he's like every sports center post, every Bleacher Reports post, Dylan Dennis was, this guy won't last 1 round with me. Bullshit.
I don't pay heed to what he says. You know why? Because he just talks shit. You have to back it up.
Yeah,
like,
you have to back it up.
Why do we respect Conor? Why do we respect Floyd? Because they're warriors at the end of the day.
Make it do what it do, bro. Step in the ring.
Right?
You know?
Conor has fought all the greats. Floyd has fought all the greats. So you respect those kind of fighters. You don't respect fighters with 2 wins and saying that they can do this and they can... He said that he can go Francis Ngannou.
You're mad or what? You're fucking tripping.
Yeah, so Dylan Dennis can suck a dick.
So at the end of the day, 2 winners.
Now we're
going to see. I'm so excited to see the paper.
Did you hear about the purse?
How much? 10 mil against 250, right? Or was it 20 mil for Logan?
No. So the purse is 10 for Floyd and 50% pay-per-view and 250...
Fuck 50% pay-per-view, bro. That's mental, man.
So listen.
Are you understanding?
And 250,000 for Logan and 10% pay-per-view. So you know how much is Logan gonna make?
20 million.
10 to 20 million dollars.
And Floyd's easily in for like 100.
He's in 40 to 50.
That's minimum.
That's just for the boxing. You know how much he got paid for his sponsors on the shots?
How much?
He's saying 15 million.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa! And he's the guy who never takes sponsors on his shots.
Yeah, it's the
Besides
second
Hublot,
fight.
if you remember
It's the
Hublot.
second fight, yeah.
With Manny and Conor, he had Hublot.
So last week in Las Vegas, he went to his own car dealer, his special guy, his hookup, and bought cars for his crew. How much? 1 million.
2 million.
2 million.
2 million. And he said that before leaving, he's like, I'll take the Rolls also. Yeah. Let me gift myself something. Give me that new Rolls Ghost. Imagine that shit.
So, but I'll tell you one thing, bro. When you as a spectator, as a fan, you feel like a little whore at the end of the fight when there are no winners, bro. So I did not. It's a dirty feeling, bro. For some reason there has to be winners when it's a fight.
So I'll tell you something. I woke up in the morning and I started seeing a lot of stories, and a lot of people were like, I should have slept, and this was a boring fight.
I told you it's going to be a boring, na?
It was a boring fight, and this was like a hugging contest.
Yeah.
But then I realized that all these guys have never watched boxing. They were Logan's fans. Remember, we were discussing how this is good for the sport, that it's bringing a whole different variety of audience to watch the sport now.
Exactly.
So I was like, it was bound to happen. What did you expect? If you even seen Floyd's one fight, you know that he's just going to fucking move around.
Exactly. And
you can't hit what you can't see.
As we discussed that when we started watching boxing, it's not like we understood what's happening, right?
Yeah.
It took us a while. It took us a while to understand the sport and the rhythm. And Floyd is not the boxer for the masses when it comes to enjoying the in-ring stuff,
For that, you watch Tyson Fury.
You watch Tyson Fury, you watch
Canelo.
Canelo, you watch Ngannou.
You watch Loma. Even Loma is good.
Yeah. Floyd's
different,
he knows.
Do you think Floyd will come back?
Floyd is going to come back? Of course. Bro, what did he say about this? It's going to be robbery?
It's a legalized bank robbery that they've just allowed me to come in with my ski mask and just take 100 million.
It's an absolute legalized bank robbery. I did 8 rounds, I didn't feel enough. I think if it went to 12, there would be a knockout or knockdown for sure. Because Logan was getting really tired. He was getting hit a lot. He was going to get bloodied also out here, And fucking no results and all.
No results.
That too really upsets me, bro.
But now it is.
Even after Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., when there was no results, I was like, yuck, dude.
So if you put it in such a way that Logan Paul is the only fighter who has fought Floyd and has neither won or lost. So he's accomplished.
So just think about it, okay? So it's like Floyd is just made so much money so easy, no consequences. Everyone thought that a YouTuber can beat him and this and that. And fair enough, there is a chance, and you're putting it you're putting a lot on the line. But you're making 40, 50 million. 1 million is 7.5 crores, bro. So just imagine, put that into perspective.
That's for
and plus he's going to make money from sponsors and whatnot, bro.
But for somebody like Floyd to even come back and fight,
genius, bro.
You need the money. That's why I see the terms only say it. If Floyd must have demanded only 75% of the pay-per-view. They must have said, homie, relax, take 50 and shut the fuck up. And Logan must have been like, you give me whatever, it's fine. I just want to fight.
Yeah. So obviously the biggest victory was for Logan because he got this fight. He got the impossible fight, right? He got the most impossible fight where the consequences for Logan were just, it was just win.
Only
because why would he be afraid to fight a Floyd Mayweather? I was just thinking logically with his basic understanding of boxing and his body weight, he doesn't need to worry too much. He's not going to, hurt himself.
True.
MMA is a totally different ball game. A Conor McGregor versus a Logan Paul or a Khabib, they'll finish him. They'll break him. His ACL will tear, MCL will tear, everything will tear.
Bro, we'll never see the transition to MMA.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah. But he impressed Floyd also.
Of course.
Yeah. But I was so impressed by Floyd, bro. To see everything, because it was first time I got to see it in a way that, okay, I also get it now. Right? Because normally with pro fighters, you don't understand the change in the game plan.
Yeah, because out here you saw one of the greatest to ever do it. Fight an amateur.
And adjust. And adjust. And
figured it out. Easy win.
Easy. Got in good body shots.
Incredible. I felt that Floyd came back after a year, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's like he has no rust.
So even though I'm very upset with the no winner situation, it's not like I'm not going to watch the next one.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying,
of course.
bro? So if he fights another Paul, apna Jake
I think
Paul,
he should fight Jake now.
Yeah, he will. That will be a big fight, bro.
After Woodley, it's Jake. You know?
Bro, and imagine the fucking press tour with Jake.
Got your hat.
Yeah. Conor better do something, huh? Conor, I think Dana's making Conor stay away
Yeah.
from all this.
I think...
But Conor is getting super jelly, bro. Super jelly.
Conor got mad jelly because he knows that Floyd's coming for the Forbes list again.
For sure, bro.
Next year, Floyd's
Any doubt, Rahul?
Floyd's back next year.
He's
one
back.
fight. I think he's going to fight in December. Jan, he'll announce one more fight.
Why won't he?
And he'll get... There are many fighters, firstly.
No.
There are many celebrities.
But 1 second. He needs to go for the biggest. And the biggest right now is Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, yeah.
Right? He's the biggest when
Yeah.
it comes to celebrity boxing. He's the biggest name.
Correct.
So Floyd will fight a Jake Paul.
Easy.
Easy.
And I think that will be double.
That'll be double. Yeah.
So, exciting year.
And you know what Logan Paul said?
What?
That after Jake Paul fights Conor McGregor, it's going to be me and Jake Paul.
Oh.
The brother versus brother. And
All
we
right.
have to do it because we've never sparred together. We've only trained together.
So, that's a... But
These kids know how to fucking sell a fight.
I think they have a very good management team that's just backing them and telling them what to do because they already have such a big audience attached to them. So it's just that once you have such a big fan following, money is just secondary.
Absolutely.
You know, it just comes to you.
Absolutely. And and this time it was Showtime, not Thriller.
Yeah.
So fucking no fuck all music concert before the fight and waiting and all. It was crisp, you know.
Correct.
But one thing I wanted to ask you is that, bro, this boxing has the most boring undercards, bro.
You saw the Ocho Cinco fight?
Like UFC is so much better.
Bro, see, this is...
They have the trashiest fucking undercards.
This is not a boxing bout. This is an exhibition.
No. Others were professional bouts,
so that
bro.
guy, who fought Chad Ocho
Badu
Cinco,
Jack and all, yeah.
the guy he was fighting was a bare knuckle fighter.
Yeah.
Right? And he also did well, huh? He performed well.
Yeah. He got him down now.
Got him down once, but of course, what do you expect from a bare knuckle fighter?
Yeah. But
other than that, there was no... I think they were all Floyd's fighters.
Yeah, like that Badu Jack versus that guy.
They were all the money team fighters.
Boring fight, bro.
Yeah, boring.
Fucking boring undercard. Like UFC undercard is
the best.
Out of 10 times, 8 times it's exciting to watch. You know, 2 times is absolutely boring.
Sometimes I always say this, that the undercard fights are better than the main event.
Bro, you to watch the prelims also. I don't even watch the prelims.
Sometimes, bro. I like to watch a little bit.
So you end up watching 8 fights a night.
Fuck. Once I remember the Habib fight.
That you watched 12.
I saw all 12 fights. I was harrowed. By the time Habib came out, I was passed out.
Yeah, tired.
Going to sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. You started watching from 8. I remember I opened the TV at 1 o'clock.
I started only. I was like 9 o'clock. I started watching all the fights. I was like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, this boxing they need to figure it out.
Yeah, no?
You know? Yeah, fair enough.
But Showtime was a better event.
100%. Dude, the Showtime fucking is it Richard Schaefer?
No.
Who's that guy?
Richard Schaefer was
Espinoza.
Yeah, Espinoza.
Stephen Espinoza or something. Yeah. Dude, that guy made bank last night.
Yeah.
That guy made bank, and how much bank?
It's a good event. Floyd said that he wanted the event obviously in Vegas, but the commission said no.
You'll kill him.
No, the commission said no permission.
No permission.
No permission for this. So then they said that we were planning to go to LA or Dallas, but then we wanted crowd. So obviously
Miami. All right. Miami must be fucking crazy right now. Huh?
Liddy lit.
But good one. Good bout. Good fight. Of course, expected result.
Just for entertainment, right?
But you're getting entertained. Yeah. What else do you want?
What else do you want, bro?
Now, if you want real entertainment, tune in next week.
UFC.
You know, the Stylebender returns.
And bro, now that undercard, bro.
That's an undercard, bro. We got Nate Diaz back. Leon Edwards back.
Leon
That Figueiredo's back.
Figueiredo.
That's fucking Moraes, not 2.
Yeah.
That first fight was only fucking crazy, bro.
Definitely. The best fight it was a war. And that part 2 I've been waiting to see since a while. So
and I'm liking the Izzy Vettori trash talk. So let's see what happens next fight night.
So we'll be back.
We out.
Ciao.